So recently, the pip squeaker of the House, Mike Johnson, nervously dropped this little nugget.
Well, he believes that himself. When he first heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He was an FBI informant to try to take this stuff down.
Oh, he's an agent for the government. Is that it? Oh, like on TV. Well, that explains it. Well, in today's breaking story, Thomas Massie and Ro Khanna, both sides of the aisle, two champions of truth, justice, and the American way, they responded definitively on This Week on ABC to the piously pipsqueaky senator's I Spy revelation. That would be the senator who apparently lives in a glass house.
Just consider Speaker Johnson's state and district. Just look at the murder rate. That's nearly 4 times higher than California's. In Louisiana, this is Speaker Johnson, 4x higher.
I love that he says 4x, just in case, for the stupids. Actually, Mike Johnson, fact check, does not live in a glass house, but rather in the basement of a home of an evangelical something.
Moses Mike Johnson lives with a whack job evangelical preacher. And this preacher has this secretive influence campaign. And if you follow the most religious Republican men in their careers, they always end up living in these fraternity style, all guys, prayer group, frat house situations in Washington, D.C., which I think is just as weird as all get out.
Given that, before we run our featured clip from Representative Thomas Massie, let's check out the actual raw footage of the famous "he was an FBI informant" clip, and there we'll listen to the Speaker of the United States House of Representatives explain what he's actually willing to do to make this all go away. That's the Speaker who defends the predatory president, and as we just learned, lives curiously with weird men.
I have bent over backwards to help every member of my conference. As you know, the Speaker's job is to lead the Incumbent Protection Program, as I call it.
Okay, full stop. The Speaker's job is to lead the Incumbent Protection Program? Really? Why don't you tell that to the people who elected you? Okay, let's go back to our softball setup for today's breaking story.
I've had long, thoughtful discussions with Thomas Massie about some of his antics and the way he openly attacks me online almost every hour of every day for sport. Totally unfounded. My way is to reach out an olive branch to everybody and try to be a peacemaker, and some people make that very difficult for me.
Do you think that he's going to succeed in getting the 6 signatures to force this vote?
I don't expect he will.
The whole thing a hoax.
It's been misrepresented. He's not saying that what Epstein did is a hoax. It's a terrible, unspeakable evil. He believes that himself. When he first heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He was an FBI informant to try to take this stuff down.
And that nicely sets the stage for Thomas Massie's response on This Week on ABC just earlier this morning to Mike Johnson's revelation of Trump's clandestine service with the FBI, oh boy, and Johnson's milquetoast trivialization of Massie and Khanna's earnest efforts on behalf of the victims of Donald Trump's cover-up of his wingman, Jeffrey Epstein.
He also suggested at one point this week, seemed to suggest that President Trump was an informant to the FBI about Jeffrey Epstein. Your reaction?
Well, they haven't been misled, and the Speaker's point that the victim's safety is compromised or privacy is false, because when we asked the survivors at our event, did they support the legislation that Ro Khanna and I have introduced, they all said yes. Now, I don't know if the Speaker misspoke when he said that Donald Trump was an informant. The lawyers for the victim said that Donald Trump had been helpful in 2009 in their case by giving them information, but being an informant implies some formal connection and ongoing relationship with the FBI. I don't know what that's all about. I think the Speaker needs to clarify that. And if it's a hoax, why was Donald Trump an informant to a hoax?
Mike Johnson, self-proclaimed protector of the incontinent incumbent. Hey, Jagger, when was the last time we saw that kind of fealty and devotion between two grown men? Oh, you're right.
Smithies?
I think women and semen don't mix.
We knew what you think.